What goes on, guys? We're here again with another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Ironman Hologram Ironman from the Ursa Major Build-A-Bear figure wave, whatever you want to call it. I just want to say Build-A-Bear because that's what it is, and that's kind of what I'm in this wave for. I do not want this Ironman at all. Like, I'm telling you guys straight up, I do not want it. But I got him at my job today. And I got really excited, but unfortunately, he's the only one we got so far. So I'm hoping that within the next week or two, we get a couple more of them in and I can come and pick them all up because I need Ursa Major in my collection. I want him and Dark Star so bad. And unfortunately, I don't really want many figures from the wave. I only want to keep Ursa Major, Ironheart, and Dark Star. That's all I want from the wave. The rest of the Iron Man I don't care about. I don't do villains in Marvel Legends, personally. I need to cut costs somewhere, so I don't do villains. So I don't care about Guardsman or Ultron. My buddy's going to be buying my Ultron off of me, so that'll work out for him. But anyway, I'm rambling about the wave. I'm just really excited to be getting an Ursa Major. But for today, I'm going to take an unbiased look at the Hologram Iron Man. As you can see in the packaging here, I love that big Iron Man logo. I think that looks awesome. You can see Iron Man there. Hologram Iron Man, sorry. The Hasbro logo. That art looks cool. And I think the figure really reflects that. I don't know what came first, the figure or the art, but I think that looks really cool. You can see it a little bit better there on the side. You can see where I bought them. There you get the rest of the wave. And then there is Ursa Major looking magnifique. He looks gorgeous. So yeah, like I said, I'm only be getting Ironheart and Dark Star. I don't really care about the other ones. The modular Iron Man looks cool, but I'm not going to buy him because he doesn't come with a piece. You get the same image on the side. You get the Iron Man logo, spot varnished on the top. Here's the bottom. Here's the barcode if you guys were looking for this. But yeah, that looks pretty awesome. But anyway, let's go ahead and take him out of the packaging. So getting the Hologram Iron Man out of the packaging, I have to say this is cooler than I expected. Not cool enough to have me keep it, but it is still cool nonetheless. The translucent plastic on this guy is really nice in my opinion. I actually think it turned out really cool looking. I mean, there's not much to say. There's like not any paint. So it's kind of just, it's all molded in a translucent or milky plastic. I don't say milky in a bad way. I just mean like different kinds of plastic. Like this is probably PVC. This is probably LBS or something like that, like different kinds of plastic, softer and harder plastic. The harder plastic works good with translucent plastic. Like you can see in the body, you can kind of see straight through that, which is pretty awesome. But then like on the arms, it kind of gets a little bit more foggy, but not by much. So I think that's pretty cool. I think this turned out really nice. The only paint that is there is this fine line work that you can kind of see like on the side of the box, like in the crevices of the arc reactor, the armor, the eyes, things like that. But one weak-ass thing that Hasbro does is they don't paint the back of their figures. So the back of this is not painted. And, like, why? You have all this, you have barely any paint on this, and this is a reused body mold. I don't know exactly what Iron Man it is, but please let me know in the comments. But I know that this is reused. So you really can't just put the white paint on the back. To me, that's super lazy, but again, not keeping this figure, just thought I'd mention it. So yeah, I mean, there's really not much to talk about. The translucent plastic looks really cool. If I go ahead and take a light and shine a light behind it, this is kind of the light I use, but you can see like how the plastic goes right through it, or the light goes right through the plastic, I'm sorry. I think that looks pretty cool. So you could get some cool, if you angle your lights right, you could probably get some cool pictures with this. I'm going to try to do that. I mean, you know, I don't know how good they'll turn out because I don't have like a smaller light, but it could be pretty cool. So, I mean, he looks nice. That's all I really have to say about it. So let's go take a look at his accessories. Aside from the Ursa Major piece, which he comes with the head, which you can see right here. I'll take a closer look at Ursa Major once I complete the whole figure. Aside from that, he comes with the same arc reactor pieces, like the blaster, repulsor beams that we get with pretty much every Iron Man. They didn't give us 4, they only gave us 2, so you can either do it in the feet or the hands. Your preference, whatever, they're okay. They're darker blue than the rest, and they plug into the hand, but the hand doesn't hinge back enough for it to kind of work nice. You kind of have to like half it on the peg and then push it out. Then that works nice. I'm sorry, I apologize, but that looks pretty cool. Or if you so desire, you can put it into the bottom of the foot to have him like flying. But 4 works ideally, but I guess 2 is better than none. And then he also comes with fist hands, which are also molded in that translucent plastic. So you just pop the hand out and plug this guy in. One thing that I think is kind of cool is you can see the mechanics of the figure. So you can see like the disc joints in there, the pins. It's kind of cool. Kind of takes away from the effect of a hologram, but then again, I mean, he's Iron Man, so I guess it kind of works anyway. But yeah, so, I mean, that's all he comes for accessories. So let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. So for non-existent Mr. Stark's articulation, the head is going to look up all the way. So that's awesome for Iron Man. You know, flying poses, love it. You get a little bit of head pivot and then full rotation. So that works out really nicely. Shoulders only move upwards that much. This is an older body mold as far as I know. So it doesn't really use that new soft plastic there. So not much there, but you can rotate 360. You do get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, but they're not pinless. Hinge goes all the way forward this way with the horizontal hinge. You just have to tuck that little armor plate under there and then it works all the way. So that works cool. Swivels fully. There's a diaphragm joint that allows him to crunch that much forward, that much back, full rotation there, and slight amount of pivot. This works nice to me. I like that. It's not ugly. You can only move the hips out that much because of these. It's not even because of the armor plates. It's just the way that they designed it. So you can only move out that much, which is kind of weak. He can kick forward, not very much neither, unless you kick it out to the side a little bit. Then you can get it all the way around with the thigh swivel there. Double jointed, non-pinless knees. But they look okay when it's got a nice flow to it. The ankles can move down all the way if you angle them right. You just got to get over that lip. Same thing going forward, not bad. And then you have a good ankle pivot in the front. So I think the articulation is pretty good on this. I mean, he's Iron Man. He needs articulation, but not like tons of it. So I think this works for him. I like the way that works. But yeah, not bad. So as always, you're probably asking yourself, yo, Ant, what do you think of this figure? And I gotta say, it's cooler than I expected. I thought it was gonna be a weak-ass figure from when they first showed it, like something like really lame. But I think that it turned out cooler than anticipated. The articulation works pretty good on him. Sure, there are things that could be fixed a little bit, but it's an older body mold as he falls, and it's Iron Man, so he doesn't need like a crazy amount of articulation, just enough to get him in those iconic flying poses, things like that. So that's cool. Accessories a little light. I think 2 pairs of those would have been really nice, but other than that, I really don't know what else he would need. I don't really know what to compare him to, because Iron Man, this is when Iron Man, I think when Tony Stark passes away, and he kind of has like a hologram thing teaching Ironheart. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comic books, or in the comic books, in the comment section. I think the biggest downfall of this figure is the weak-ass paint apps. There is no reason they couldn't do the white lines on the back, because it would have made the effect much fuller and much more complete and make the figure feel a lot more high quality in my opinion. So that's really weak. But other than that, it's all right. So I will be selling this. I'm not keeping this. I just needed it for the Ursa Major head there. So stay tuned for that review. But as for this one, if I was to rate this figure, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. Not great, not terrible. So right in the middle. But anyway, that's all I got for today. If you'd be so inclined, I would really appreciate a like, a comment, and maybe a subscribe on this video here. I'm trying to build up some followers, some content keeps coming out. I'm posting a lot of videos today, so hopefully that gives me a little bit boost of views and content. If you want more pictures and images of this figure, please be sure to follow me on Instagram @ZachToys. But with that, that's all I got for today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.